How's it? Today we are going to create 3D planets. So let's get started. Open up Illustrator in your computer, and what we're going to do is Command N, and we're going to choose, this is for web, we're going to call this planet, and we're going to choose 720, and RGB looks good. And for screen transparency, let's just turn that off, and we're going to hit OK. So first, for our planet, we're going to actually start with a ellipse tool, L on the keyboard. Hold on the shift key and then make a planet, like so. And what we're going to do though is 3D objects. So choose a color. It really doesn't matter which color because we can be changing it later. And you're also going to choose the rectangle tool. And you see, make sure there's no stroke. Close out the stroke. You see where it has the anchor points here, like anchor, anchor, anchor. That shows you where the middle is. What you're going to do is hit A, click on the left anchor point once, so you see these guides. Make sure it's the white arrow. You're going to hit and delete. Hit P for pen tool, and you're going to click and click to close it. Make sure there's that circle, so that way we have half of a circle. Then what you're going to do is create a 3D object from this. So we're going to go to, but before we create a 3D object, we're going to create a gradient, so it's like a texture on that. So go ahead and hit the rectangle tool, create about the size, of double that, because it'd be a planet, a circle. And we use a gradient tool, so double click the gradient tool, okay, and you can double click on the square, and we're not going to choose linear, we're going to choose radial, because that's kind of like how planets look. And for the colors, you can go in and change it to double click on the gradient and choose a color that's more planet-like. So if you want more of an orange, I'm going to do that. And again, you can totally choose your own colors, like up to you. And radial, so it looks good. And next we're going to add a little bit of texture, view, go to effects, and I'm going to go to effects gallery, and you can kind of just scroll through and look at these effects and how they look. I'm going to use sprayed strokes, but feel free to go through all of these and decide what you want to do for yours. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a symbol from this. So V as in Victor, make sure you select it, and create new symbol. So symbol here, or go to window and symbol and make sure it's open. And we're going to click on that. I'm going to call this planet texture. And you should see it show up right there. Hit the space bar, let's move it over, and let's click our half circle. We go to view, effects, 3D, and revolve. And what we're going to do is go to map art, okay? And on our symbols, we created that planet texture. You're going to click on that planet texture, and you're basically going to be moving it to the area that you want to select. You can hit preview. You can kind of see how it would look. Okay, so you can again move it around to get it just the way like you kind of want it to look. Okay, and once you are satisfied, you can hit OK and OK, and then there's like our little planet here. And 3D, and you don't need this symbol anymore. That was just a guide. But 3D shapes is really fun. You can, if you do have like a square, and you go to effects, 3D, intrude and bevel, and hit preview. Notice how you can make cool little shapes, and you can turn this around so you can have different areas of it, and you can change to no shading, diffuse shading. You can change the bevel look, so it's a little bit more complex. And one thing I also like is, with your map art, you can choose what side it is. You see the red? That's the side that it's shown. So if you want to just change that side, we can put like a frequency on there. You could like increase it. Okay, So it's a really cool effect that you can use. I also like using the pen tool. Um, if you click here, just creative and create a shape. Okay. Um, with that, hit V as in Victor, go to Effects, 3D, Intrude and Bevel, and hit Preview. You can create some really cool shapes, with this style. Um, so if you want to make like a bridge, like that.